Okay, let's have a look at question 4, the ladder question. A ladder AB has mass m and length 6a, and the end A of the ladder is on a rough horizontal ground. So let's label the forces. So we have a normal reaction at A, we call it RA, and then that will be, because it's a rough horizontal ground, and then based on this structure, so the ladder should be about to fall down, so the friction has to be go to the right-hand side. So let's just use F to represent it first. And then the ladder rests against a fixed smooth horizontal rail at point C, so normal action should be perpendicular to the point. So then this will be, let's call it RC. And the point C is at a vertical height 4A above the ground. The vertical plane containing AB is perpendicular to the rail. The ladder is inclined to the horizontal at an angle alpha, where sine alpha equal to 4/5. So we can draw a little triangle. So if this is alpha, so opposite has to be 4, hypotenuse is 5, so adjacent has to be 3. So 3, 4, 5. And then we have sine alpha equal to 4/5, which they gave us. And then cos alpha is equal to 3/5, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. And then tan alpha is equal to 4/5, which is opposite over adjacent. And then the coefficient of friction between the ladder and the ground is mu. The ladder rests in limiting equilibrium. So if it's limiting equilibrium, the friction should be the maximum friction, which means the friction is equal to mu RA. And then the ladder is modeled as a uniform rod. So if it's a uniform rod, that means the weight should be right in the middle. So let's draw a line perpendicular down. So that would be mg, the weight. And then using the model show that the magnitude of the force exerted on the ladder by the rail at C is 9 mg over 25. So basically, we want to show RC is equal to 9 mg over 25. All right, same thing as always. So we take the moments about point A because we don't know what I is, and then we don't know mu is, so we can't figure out what friction is. So there are two unknowns at point A. So if we take moments about point A, we can ignore those two forces at this point because if you the moments of the force at some point which is on the same line of that force should be equal to 0. So you can just ignore those two first. So we only need to look at the weight mg and RC. So let's set up the equation. So for mg, which is go at a clockwise direction. So the moment is mass, the force, times by the shortest distance. So the shortest distance from point A to the force would be this distance. And then this is a rectangular triangle. And then we know the center of mass is right in the middle. So this is 3A. So to work out this shortest distance, we can just do 3A times by cos alpha, because that is the adjacent. And then that's equal to the moments in the anti-clockwise direction. So in this case, RC. So RC times by the shorter distance from point A. So from point A to RC should be this, because RC is perpendicular to this line. So that means from A to C will be the perpendicular distance to RC. So that's what we're looking for. And then for this one, we know this length is 4A. They already labeled it for us. And then this is a right angle triangle. So we know this is alpha. So opposite 4A, we're looking for the hypotenuse AC. Then we can just set up the SOHCAHTOA. So opposite and then hypotenuse, so should be sine. So sine alpha is equal to opposite 4A over the hypotenuse AC. So that means AC is equal to 4A over sine alpha, which is equal to 4/5. And then divide by 4/5 is just same as times by 5/4. So that is equal to 5A. So then RC times by 5A would be the moments in the anti-clockwise direction. So now we just have to simplify this. So first we can divide by A for both sides. and then mg times by 3 times by cos alpha, which is 3/5, is equal to 5rc. So then 9/5 mg equal to 5rc, then divide by 5 for both sides. So then, wait, sorry, this should be 9/5 mg equal to 5rc. So divide by another 5. So 9/5 divided by 5, just 9/25 mg, which is what we want to show here, 9 mg/25. Okay, now we work out the magnitude of RC, so we can change it now. So we can just call it 9 mg/25. So now to find out the coefficient of friction, we have used the moments equation. So now we just have to use the forces to set up the other equation. So we can just let force go up equal to force goes down. So we can resolve 9 mg/25 first, because RA is in the vertical direction, mg in the vertical direction, mu RA in the horizontal direction. So only 9 mg/25 is not in the vertical or the horizontal direction. That's why we need to resolve it. So then this angle should be equal to alpha. So that will be 9/25 mg cos alpha, because this one is the adjacent. And then that would be opposite. So that would be 9/25 mg times pi sine alpha. So because it's in limiting equilibrium, that means force goes up equal to force goes down and left equal to right. So force goes up is RA, and then also 9/25 mg cos alpha. And then force goes down is just equal to mg. So that would be the equation in the direction, in the vertical direction. And then horizontal direction, we have mu RA, and then to the right-hand side, so the one to the left-hand side is just this one, which is 9/25 mg sine alpha. So we can simplify the first one to work out RA first. So RA plus 9/25 mg cos alpha is equal to 3/5 equal to mg. Then RA plus 9/25 times 3/5, that would be 27/125 mg equal to mg. So then RC, sorry, this is RA. So RA just equal to mg minus 27/125 mg. So mg is 1 mg. So 1 mg minus 27/125 mg should be 98/125 mg. So you can just put 1 minus 27/125 in the calculator to get 98/125 mg. So then now we have the value of RA, so we can just substitute into the second equation. So mu times by RA, which is 98/125 mg, is equal to 9/25 mg times by sine alpha, which is 4/5. Simplify this, divide by mg for both sides. Mg will cancel out. And then we know 25 times 5 is 125. So this 125 will cancel out from both sides. So then we have 98 mu equal to 9 times 4, 36. So therefore mu is just equal to 36/98. And then clearly we can simplify this because they're both even numbers. So if we put in the calculator, it will simplify to 18/49. That will be our final answer.
Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, you can leave some comment. And then if you find the video helpful, please like it and subscribe it. May the A star be with you.